All right, ladies and gentlemen, the early bird special for this week was Cruel Summer. First person that typed Cruel Summer wins the early bird special. Erica, that is you. You are the winner of the early bird special. Cruel Summer. There you go. I don't know. I just kind of came up with that. Give the answer to your question. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. All right. So before we talk about anything else, just a quick reminder there's a big reveal, something huge at the end of the show. So we'll be talking about that at the very end of the show. So sadly, you got to listen to me babble on for about a half hour before you hear what it is. It's a very cool thing. People are going to like it. It's going to be a lot of fun and exciting thing. So you got to wait to the end of the show for the big reveal, the end of the show. All right. So let's see. What do we got going on? Don't be a push, just give it up. No way, buddy. No way, Jimmy. No way. It's episode 187. How important are schools to real estate? So we kind of threw that out. Pat Neese, good neighbor. How are you? Good to see you, young lady. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. As always, get the wonderful Mike McLaughlin just waiting the wings to kind of make it happen over here. Okay, he'll be laughing and giggling about his shirt that he has on today. He's definitely got the apparel for the fun times of talking real estate. So that's that. All right. So let's ask this question. 1 million followers. Holy smoke. Yeah, I don't know about 1 million followers. I don't know about that. But we're doing a lot better all the time. So first question I asked last week, and I want to know it now still because it all over Facebook, it's everywhere. Kids and grandkids, they start school yet? Put a yes or no in the chat. Give us the dates, whatever you want. Watching from my mother-in-law's house. Very cool, Erica. Very cool. They have it on the big screen. They got it on a big screen over there or what? Did you tell them Gambino work together once? Jeez. Oh, Janine says no. Facebook says, oh, yeah. Chris Bergeron says no. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? They're just not till Tuesday. Screw it, Louie. There he is. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So Wednesday for us. Wednesday for us as well. Just wondering, because I'm telling you, I see the Facebook pictures everywhere. I feel like it's way longer. Ben started school. Yeah, see, there you go. Now you've been corrected. Jimmy Capella says, absolutely, absolutely. All right. So next on the agenda, as always, what will the Michigan and East Carolina score be on Saturday? I probably will not be coaching the team, but I did talk to Jim Harbaugh a little bit because they were looking for a fourth coach to come in. So I don't know. The split veer is a little tough. I just watched way too much of the program. So, but what will the score for the East Carolina game be on Saturday? The Michigan opener and go blue. What do you think? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. 65-14, Jimmy says. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What will the score be? East Carolina, Michigan, Saturday at the Big House. 112,000 people probably. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Jimmy's the only guy that's going to venture a guess. It's 63-17. All right. 63-17. Okay. What do you think, guys? What will the score be? Michigan and East Carolina. Zach says 55-21. All right. 52 equals 6. That's a different kind of score. 45-12. Okay. All right. I'm telling you, what will the score of the East Carolina Michigan game be on Saturday? That's what we're trying to figure out right about now. That's what we're trying to figure out right about now. Put it in the chat. I'll give you one more minute. What do you think the score will be? What do you think the score will be? All right, guys. Last big question for you. 52-17. All right, that's a gambling man right there. Very nice. Give me the big announcement. I got nothing for you yet, Jimmy. You got to wait to the end of the show, buddy. End of the show. Last big question for Curious Realtor here. What are you doing for Labor Day? What are you doing for Labor Day? Is it going to be a cookout? Is it going to be on the lake, on the river? Are you going out of town? What are you doing for the big Labor Day week? You're not just the Labor Day bites of BS. Come on, buddy. Come on. You got to have a little patience. So what are you doing for the big Labor Day show? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? Huh? Probably cookout. All right, probably a cookout. And lots of cookouts go on at the Bergeron household. So they do lots of cooking out these days. Barbecue, okay. Janine says barbecue. Jimmy Capella, you better be barbecuing up there. I have none. I'm happy for you. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Working in the yard and grandpuppy sitting. Okay. Staying home, a birthday party concert. Holy smokes. Birthday party concert and baseball game. Family barbecue. Going to the woods. Nice. Going to the lake. And what else? Let's see. Largest lake in New Jersey. Very nice. Very nice. We're in the Great Lakes here, there, Louis. So, largest lake in New Jersey. I don't know how big it is compared to ours, buddy. Jimmy. Laying on Torch Lake naked. All right. Make sure you have enough gas in the getaway boat. Make sure you have enough gas in the getaway boat, guys. So hopefully Labor Day is fun and relaxing for everybody. Hopefully it's fun and relaxing for everybody. Let's go to our head consultant, the man, the myth, the legend on mortgages, Mike McLaughlin, Total Home Lending.
Hey, Mr. Bergeron. How are you, sir?
You know what, buddy? I am loving life. Absolutely. Got a little Go Blue on here today. Getting fired up for the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger rides again.
Very nice. You need a mask. You gotta have a mask when you come out with that thing.
That's what my wife says too. What are you guys in cahoots or what? She says, "Hide your face for Pete's sakes. Hide your face."
Oh, jeez. Hide your face. That's terrible. Come on now, Michael. What's going on in the world?
Oh, not too much. Enjoying one of these beautiful last weeks of summer with the amazing weather and still drying out the basement.
Yeah, no kidding. So when we talk about weather, that's a rough one. A little bit of wet basement action. I worked the generator for 3 days.
Yeah,
for 3 days. That wasn't fun. It was not exciting. It was not fun and exciting.
Yeah, I know Plymouth. They may have got hit worse with the winds, but I know that they got their power back early Saturday. I think Friday. I think it was early Saturday morning. Yeah, so they had us on that one, didn't they?
Yeah. How many folks had power out? Put in the channel if you had power out. If you had power out, I'll tell you what, power or no power, tell us. Did you have power or no power this weekend? Because
we got ours back Sunday at 5:45. So we were out from Thursday night at 10:45 to Sunday at 5:45.
So 4 days, yeah. So 7 o'clock, 7:30.
So three days, just about 3 days, a little less than 3 days.
Yeah. So we had about the same. So Mike, we came home and the front porch lights were on. Like, we have power. What the heck?
Yeah, actually.
Power, no flooding. Look at that. Cat, we got to knock on wood when we say that out loud.
We were sitting out in front of the house, and the way we found out that the power was back on was all the neighbors came out and they were yelling, "The power's back! The power's back!"
Really? You guys had a power back party?
No, but it reminded me of the old days when you'd lose power and they would like bang on the pots and pans, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The power came back on.
I remember, like, was it 20 years ago when they had the power out, right? The big power
outage?
one,
right?
Like, everybody came over and cooked your food and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Bring you coffee if you had the gas stove. Gas stoves were a lot more common back then. There weren't as many electric stoves, but if you bought a new stove even back then, you were probably buying a gas, but a lot of people, or you were probably buying an electric. So I remember that we would give people coffee because everybody had electric stoves around us.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, we should have stayed in the old neighborhood. Pat and East didn't lose power. Kathy didn't lose power. What the heck's going on in the world?
I tell you,
Logbone Heights.
Thursday night, looking out that back window, and then they said that tornado was maybe just a couple miles south of here, and I was looking west out the back door, and I tell you, I'd never seen wind like that before.
Yeah, no kidding. It was Shelly went outside, and we went outside together, but she's like, "This is tornado weather." I'm like, "Yep, go in the basement." I feel like a little kid again. I'm like, "Go in the basement."
Yeah, we were already in the basement. Well, at 10:45 when the power went out, that's when we hightailed it to the basement, but because that's when I saw that transformer blow up behind the house, and I saw a couple of transformers blow up in that wind before we finally. The tornado warning came on, and then I was just standing at the back door for a minute looking at it, and yeah, two of them. It was like blue green behind all the clouds and stuff. It was crazy.
I'm telling you. All right, so I want to talk about this one today, Mike, because people ask about payment a lot. Can you give like a rule of thumb and kind of give a general rule of thumb of how that works? Like, as far as how this many thousand equals this much money, that kind of stuff?
Well, it just is. There's an easy rule of thumb. If you already have an estimate for a property,
Yep.
and I say, okay, this house is $100,000, your payment's going to be $9 or $900. We'll take $9, right? So
Yeah.
let's
What
say
the
your
hell?
payment's going to be $900. Well, it is the easy rule of thumb that says if you go up or down 1,000 on that, since the taxes and insurance are static, if you go up or down 1,000, subtract or add either $6 or $7, somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay.
So that's if you already have a property. That can be beneficial for you when trying to come up with a maximum offer. So for instance, they come to me and they say, "Hey, this house is $100,000. What would my payment be?" So I say, "Well, it's 900." And then you guys look at the market and maybe you're going to offer 108,000 because it's a hot property. So
Yep.
that's an easy rule of thumb, is just add, $6 for every 1,000. So 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. Kind of split that difference between 48 and 56. And, just add that to that 900. So it lets you know that if you were going to be at 100 and it was 900, and if you're going to be at 108, now you're at, 950 ish.
Right. And Mike, I just try to get people to understand it, because let's say you had to go up $2,000 from your offer. That's $12 a month, right?
Yeah. I know what you're going to say. People think, oh, I'm offering 2,000 more. They're not seeing the forest through the trees though, because it's only 2 hot and ready pizzas
Yeah.
per
Well, on
month.
the payment side, Right. All right. So Lone Ranger, give me some more dimes about the mortgage market. What's going on in the world?
The market, it's earlier this week. Today's Wednesday. So we came into this week on some negative news and rates had gone up, but they have since recessed a little bit. So rates are moving in the right direction again. But we're still in that same high rate environment, but compared to where we have been, but we're still looking to the future and still know that the investors out there, they know that we're going to be in a refinance market, and that's how they're pricing these loans. So all the experts believe it, that we're within a year of a refinance market. So let's just hope we get to that as fast as possible. That because a
Absolutely.
refinance market means that the overall rates are lower too.
It's the sad stuff right here. It says Zach's aunt got hit by 5 feet of water. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of water.
That's a scary thing, man. When weather gets scary to you, it's like,
Yeah, when the power went out at 10:45, we went to the basement for a while, and when that cleared, we went to bed. I slept great, but then I woke up in the morning and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even think about the sump pump until now." It was the first thing that entered my head in the morning was, "Oh boy, wonder where that sump pump is after that rain last night." But luckily, on that second night when we had the bigger storm down here, once that storm hit, it was like gone. The rain went with it. There was no more rain. So the sump pump, if you were going to get the flooding, I think that would have been from the first night. That would have been from the Wednesday night storm.
Yeah, it's like it was just a crazy. I mean, like, weather becomes more and more important. It's just a weird thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to learn if this is an aberration, or is this just what we should come to expect in the future, right?
Yeah. All
Hopefully
right,
it's an
brother.
aberration.
Anything else for the folks?
No, we hope you guys are looking forward to Scott's news. I think I already know what the news is. So if anybody wants to, this is my Scott. Go ahead.
Come on, what they always trying to make a buck.
Put my PayPal up on the screen. The largest donation to my PayPal. I got PayPal. I got Venmo. I got Zelle. However you want to, you can put a bucket of money on my porch.
Jeez, now you're ridiculous.
However you want to get me the money, and then I'll tell you what it is. You got. How long is the show typically? About
we
40
got about
minutes?
Half hours. About 15 minutes. Mike can
So I'm looking for those Zelle deposits. Scott, go ahead and put up all my payment info on the screen.
Yeah,
Scott, come on, put up my payment info.
Oh, yeah. All right, brother. Well, listen, let's give him a good send off, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a little Mike in the chat. Huh? What do you think? The hardest working man in mortgages. Make it happen. Give us a Mike in the chat, please. And then we'll send him on his way.
Hold on. What I'll do is I'll go do the Mike for myself.
Oh, you're killing me.
You can't let me go until I get my mics in here.
I know. Let's see. There it is. Bye, Mike. There we go. The hardest work, the James Brown of mortgages. Chris
there we go.
Bergeron, Kathy Cordy. Ay, 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 ay.
There we go.
You got it in there, Michael?
There we go. We're all good. The Lone Ranger rides again.
The lower, the lower. Goodbye. Guys, that shirt was crazy. That was fun. That was definitely fun stuff. That was definitely fun stuff. All right. So I want to talk about school districts and real estate. And I tell you, I want to show you where this came from. Okay. Where this came from. So I belong to a group called Grozeal Now, and it's like a Grozeal based Facebook page. And here's what I saw. Here's what I saw. Yes. I think it was yesterday. Let me see. Where is that? Maybe. If I can find it. Let's see. Maybe I can't. Technical difficulties here.
Save it.
Save it.
Sure.
Let's try saving the image. Let's try that and see what happens. All right. I'm going to pull it back up. Yeah, that was a good one, honey. You were absolutely correct. So I saw this, and it just made me think about real estate and in schools. Like, look at this fact sheet. Grozeal, where I live, which is pretty, it's a nice area and nicely priced area, lost 23 teachers resigned in the last 2 years. And they're some of the lowest paid teachers throughout a career than anywhere else in the area. I just thought that was weird. I mean, because Grozeal is supposed to have really good schools. So it made me really think about schools and school districts. It really did. So one of those things I just wanted to show you guys so you can see it real quick. That was a graphic that somebody put up in our city Facebook page. And like I said, 23 teachers resigned, stuff like that. It's a weird time in education. It really is. But the old rule was always good schools increase value, right? Good schools increase value. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with that? Give me a yes or no in the chat if you agree that good schools increase value. I just want to know what you think. I'm asking an honest question here. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think good schools increase value? Give me your opinion. Give me a yes or no in the chat, or maybe even if you want. Because I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm trying to think this out loud on camera with you, because it's again, 23 teachers resigned in 2 years. Yes, I do. Erica says, okay. And they're some of the lowest paid teachers in the area, in the Downriver area. So I'm trying to figure out, what do they teach? They teach all kinds of stuff, buddy. What do they teach? They teach all kinds of things. Good schools help to increase the value of a home. Right. So the next thought I had on that, we talk about, paying people what they're worth. If you got some of the lowest paid teachers in your school district, then how do you attract the high quality talent? Right? How do you attract the high quality talent is a question, So that's another thing to think about. If teachers aren't getting paid, if they're getting, because here's what I'm seeing in the teaching world. I'm seeing people bounce from one district to another district to another district to the highest paid district. I'm seeing that happen a lot. Like my district, Lincoln Park, I think we're still the highest paid district in the state of Michigan, and people are coming from all over the place to teach with us in Trenton and all kinds of places. Good schools increase value, but so do other things. Look at the value of my home right now. It's crazy, but not the best school. Yeah. And that's a phenomenon, right? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how important is it? Do people because I get that thing. I get that thing a lot. I get the people say, we're looking for a place that's got good schools, right? So that leads to my third thought. What information matters, right? When you're thinking about schools, do you go and look up the state testing? Do you do that? Right? Do you go look that up? Do you go look on different websites and things like that and find who has the highest scores? Because the highest scores are going to be private schools. High scores are going to be like Bloomfield Academy. There's an Academy of Arts and Science in Bloomfield or something like that. But private schools are going to have the best scores, most of them, And it's a weird thing. So let's go back to the main premise again. Good schools increase value, right? But then you got to look at, okay, do you pay good money for the best teacher? Do you pay the best money for the best teachers, right? And then what information matters? I mean, do you look at graduation rate? Like, what if the school has a higher graduation rate than somebody else? It means it's there, people are finishing, right? And moving on to go to college and things like that. I mean, does it, or is it test scores, or is it teacher retention, or is it disciplinary problems? I mean, like there's so many pieces of information when you talk about good schools. Like I look Groseal up, it's probably in the top 20 school districts in the state, right? But they're not, I mean, like it's kind of in a goofy spot. Like you're gonna go, okay, where are they ranking it by? What are they choosing? You know? And I guess here's the last one. If you have kids in school, wouldn't be anymore, right? If you have kids in school, right? That's the other thing too, is a lot of people, it doesn't matter to them anymore, right? It doesn't matter what schools. But then Cindy, then ask yourself this one though. If good people are moving, I mean, people are moving in that are conscious of quality education, right? Then they're probably gonna be better neighbors too. You know what I mean? So then the last one is there lots to do in the school district? It feels like some school districts have tons going on, and then some have some going on, and some have very little going on. Like I know Groseal has all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I mean, we definitely do. And there's lots of community buy into the school. You know what I mean? So that's kind of important too. So guys, I just wanted to hash that out with you a little bit and kind of get your thoughts and get some thoughts of my own out there. Right. Property wise, it doesn't. I agree with you, Cindy. I agree with that too. It doesn't. It's a weird thing. Like it's kind of, so let's go back to the beginning. So first, good schools increase value, right? Does the teachers' pay matter to attract the highest talent? I don't know. Okay. What information matters? And then last, is there lots of extracurriculars as the community bought in, I should say, probably best thing. So guys, that's just my thinking about schools this week, because everybody's going back to school. So how does it affect property values, right? So that's just kind of my spiel on that. Now, the second most important part of the show, this or that. If you have never played before, you get choice between two things, one and then the other. Your job is to decide which one is more important, or which one you think is better and more important. So it goes like this or that, this or that, this or that. Are you ready? Here we go. This or that. Number one, schools versus neighbors. Which one's more important? Put in the chat, please. Schools or neighbors? Which one's more important? Which one's more important? Schools or neighbors? What do you think? 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 Schools or neighbors? Which one's more important? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. Screwy Louie says neighbors. Cindy says neighbors. What do you think, guys? Kathy says neighbors. Patney says neighbors. Chris Wojcinski says neighbors. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Schools or neighbors? Schools or neighbors? Deb Thompson says schools. Chris Burton says schools if you have some kids. Neighbors if you don't. Erica says neighbors. Rose says schools. Got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds. Schools or neighbors? This or that. This or that. This or that. And we're going to go with neighbors on that one. Shelly, we're going to go with neighbors on that one. Number two. Good schools equals good neighbors. I like that's cool. Number two. Public school versus private school. Which one? Public school versus private school. This or that, this or that, this or that, this or that. What do you think? Public schools versus private schools. Public or private? Rose says private. Ken says public. Public or private? Public or private? Chris Wojcinski says private. Erica says private. Public or private? Public or private? That's kind of fun. That's what you got to do with that one. Chris Wojcinski, Chris Berger, I should say, says private. Yeah. Private. Depends on the school. Public. I'm public. Coach at Paroka. Yeah. Home. Tracy. I knew he'd come in with somewhere. He was just waiting in the wings for that one. All right. Let's see. What do we got as far as a total here? 1, 2. I'm going to say private wins by a nose. A big fat nose like this, but by a nose. All right. Just got home. That a boy, because you're working hard. Last one. What's more important? Graduation rate or test scores? This or that, This or that. This or that. What do you think? 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 Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Test score, graduation rate.
Hi.
Hey, Chris Wojcicki says test. Tracy says test. Ken says graduation. Rose says graduation. Cindy says test. Tab says test. Chris Wojcicki says grad rate. Erica says grad rate. Ooh, test. I like that's funny. Graduation rate. Bruce and Nancy. Graduation. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a peek. Whew, it looks like graduation rate just barely wins out on this or that. This or that. All right. Next, the most anticipated part of the show normally, not today, but normally. Okay. What realtor see? I will tell you guys, it's been a slow week on the showing side. Been doing a lot more listing this week. So there's a lot more. Some of these pictures are borrowed. Some of these pictures have been borrowed, just so you know. Okay, some of these pictures have been borrowed. If you have never played What Realtor See before, it's your chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. You caption the image I put up. The best caption makes us laugh, cry, or scream out loud is the one. All right. What Realtor See number one? What Realtor See number one? And again, we did not see these. What Realtor See number one? Your job is to caption that picture right there with the best possible caption you have. What can you come up with? What Realtor See? What do you think? 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 Is that bed bugs? Is that what it is, Deb? Pay no attention to the body in the middle. Linda Blair, that was pretty good. Don't look. Dead body site. Playboy picture. That's my mother. Really? That's what you have to say? Wow. What do you think, guys? About 30 seconds. About 30 seconds. Your job is to caption it, make us laugh, make us cry, make us scream out loud. That's what we're looking for. Don't look under the bed. First day of school. That's really good. Mattress is a little lumpy. Oh, yeah. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Screwy Louie, our man from New Jersey, Linda Blair, he says. That's What Realtor See number one. All right. Number two. Holy Jesus. This one makes me laugh. It's so ridiculous. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What is your caption for that one right there? Let me make it a little bigger so you can see it a little better. If you got us on the big screen, it always helps, like the Wilkowitz usually do. What do you think? What Realtor See? Your chance at millions of dollars. All you got to do is caption it. Give us the best possible master of the bedroom. That's pretty good. What do you think? I got a couple in my head right now I'm thinking about, but I can't. I don't want to spoil it for everybody else because it might be what you're going to say too. So I got a couple I can think of right the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Available by the hour. That's pretty good. 70s porn set. I want an ocean view. This is what I got. Coastal spa. Oh, yeah. I need to cut the rug. House of Venice that matches the outside. Ay. All right, guys. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Little People Play. Available by the hour. They have not changed that carpet in 60 years. Available by the hour. All right. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last one. What Realtor See number 3. Here it is. Make it bigger so you can see it. Holy smokes. That one is ridiculous. What do you think, guys? What realtor see? Number 3, your job is to caption it and look at the ridiculousness. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? In the pink. Yep. I feel like those are for cats. Baby's cat house. Graffiti's dream. Psychedelic cat house. Yeah. Brandy, good to see you as always. Cat house playhouse. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Yeah. And Mike Lawson's in the house. Your mom's here too, bud. Cindy Lauper's picture. That's pretty good. Barbie's turret. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Cindy Lauper's bedroom. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So the moment you've all been waiting for. Let me get this down so you can see me. Get rid of that. All right. The big announcement. It's time for the big announcement. Now, some of you took it to the way extreme, but not, I mean, I don't know if I would ever just announce what some of you said on this show. That's probably not how it would work. It would be a lot more private and a lot different. Okay. But the big announcement is next week, we are offering a live show at Eric Sloan, a big fan of the show and Mimi's Mission, at his backyard oasis. We'll also have your good friend Don Lawrence there. And finally, the big deal is Eric Sloan has decided to donate his 4 Lions tickets to the season opener. Okay, so we'll be giving those away. So I will have the address on the invitation on the Google, or I'm sorry, the Facebook invitation. He lives in Carlton. He wants to invite as many people, want to make it big and have a lot of fun. So we'd love to see 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Come bring your suits if you want. If you don't want to, they got a fire pit. We're going to have food. And again, we are going to give away Lions tickets and maybe something else. We don't know. We'll see. But that's the big announcement. A live show, the return of Don Lawrence. Give me a little hell yeah in the chat, folks. Give me a little hell yeah in the chat, will you? Give me a little hell yeah. So Don Lawrence will be back next week. We'll be on location in one of the most beautiful backyard oases I've ever seen. Eric Sloan's house. He's got palm trees in the backyard, everything. Big, huge pool, all that good stuff. So we are inviting you all to come enjoy. Heck yeah. Yes, and you guys, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm going to post the address. I got his permission to do that. We want a big crowd. So come and enjoy. We'll have conversation with folks in the crowd. We'll have a great time. So it'll be next week, 7 p.m. I'll get there about 5. So I'll be there a little bit before if you want to get there early. He's got enough parking for a bazillion people, he said. So Eric Sloan we're going behind the scenes, going into his backyard oasis. And again, we're throwing in 4 Lions tickets for the home opener. Okay. All right, guys. Was that pretty exciting? What do you think? Yeah, Don, Tracy, Don. Yeah, that's the most exciting part, Don. You can bring your own chair if you want. We'll have chairs. We'll probably bring chairs too. But yeah, we want to pack the house. So it was a challenge that he and Don and I talked about yesterday. So it definitely will, it'll be a fun experience. We haven't gone live somewhere in a long time since we went live at Pete's Garage, I think it was the last time. And Don and I used to do it during COVID. So guys, come out to the backyard oasis at Eric Sloan's house. I'll provide the address probably tomorrow morning. And we would love to have as many people come as possible. We're going to have a great time. Sound good? What do you think? Who's in? If you're in, put in. If you're in, put in. I want to see who's in. If you are in, put in the chat, please. If you're in, put in the chat, please. Like I said, we're going to have food. We will definitely have fun, ridiculous stuff. And maybe Don will end up in the pool. There you go. Facebook users in. Yep. In if available. Yeah. I'm in. Very nice. Very nice. Huh?
It's Eric.
Oh, I'm sure you're in. Guys, we're going to have a blast. Like I said, if Don ends up in the pool in his clothes and his suit and shirt and tie, I mean, I'm not responsible for that. And Zach are in if available. I got you. So guys, it's going to be a big, yeah, very cool. Very cool. It's going to be fun. We want to have a lot of fun, and we want to see you guys face to face and walk around mics, and we'll enjoy the conversation, have a good old time. So nothing better on a Wednesday at 7. So I'm Scott.
I'm Shelly.
We're talking real estate. We'll see you next week in Carlton, Michigan, Wednesday at 7. Yeah, we'd love some muscle or some music. Trace, you want to bring some music? Is that what you're asking? Don says he's not going to the pool. Please. Yes, he is. You never know. Like Don Lawrence, you never know what's going to happen with him. Trace, you and I get together on that. We'll see if we can make that happen. All right, guys. After show, I'll be there. Screwy Louie, good to see you, buddy. Enjoy New Jersey as you always do. Going to the after show now. Bye.